Hi everyone, it's Jerry Ann with scrapandstampcreations.blogspot.com, and tonight I am so excited to be back. My girl is doing really great at Penn State. The campus is absolutely gorgeous and beautiful, and she is just totally making it work for her. Some really cool things that I had no clue about, and she was really kind of worried about. I'm going to plug in my big light. She got a job on campus prior to getting to school, and she found out that she's working in the Starbucks thing at campus, and that, I think it's because she's from Washington State and they just assumed that we knew how to do Starbucks, apparently. I don't know. I'm teasing. But she is at a school that the predominant group is, it's a suitcase school. So a lot of the kids go home on the weekends. And so she's going to work predominantly weekends, which leaves her during the week free for homework and things like that. So she's really super excited. She has adjusted to the time change. It took me a little bit to kind of readjust back home, but I've got that. So the cool part is we arrived in Washington, D.C. last Monday, which while you guys were wanting me to do a show, I was on an airplane. However, it was totally fun. And Tuesday we went to the zoo, the National Zoo, and that was amazing. She really enjoyed that. She had never been to a zoo before. And then that afternoon, we went to the Madame Tussauds Wax Museum. And she got to make out with Johnny Depp, which she totally loved. And I had to send a package to her today, so I don't have those photos. But you can go on my Facebook page and see all those photos from her and Johnny Depp, which was so cute. And we got to see the Hall of Presidents. We got to see all kinds of things. It was just absolutely amazing. An amazing feat. Went back to the hotel, hung out for a little while. I took her to dinner at the Hard Rock Cafe in Washington, D.C. And I've been to the one in Seattle. I've been to the one in New York. I've been to Boston. I've been now to the one in Washington, D.C. So I've been to a lot of those. Those were kind of the fun thing that I did when I was young and thought she would enjoy it too. Yeah, she was like, oh, it's nice. It was fun. Apparently, it must have been an 80s, 90s thing because she was like, yeah, this is neat. So that night we came back, had a great time, got up the next morning and had a private tour of the Capitol with our congressperson's office and got in to see a bunch of things. And that was one of the photos I wanted to show you because it was something that you totally just get to see, which is just absolutely amazing. When the president is inaugurated, he walks down to the Capitol. He walks from the White House to the Capitol, or the Capitol, one way or the other. He starts at the Capitol and goes to the White House, or one way or the other or something. But anyway, this is a picture from, what's his name? Boehner's balcony. Speaker of the House, Boehner. So this is the balcony, and this little piece that is where we are standing, you look straight down, and that was where President Obama stood in order to accept the presidency, the oath of presidency and everything. And this is the view he sees. And, you know, we all see it on TV, and the view is like packed with people and all of that kind of stuff. You know, it makes it seem like it's this humongo place, and it's big, but it's not that big to stuff that many people in there. It was crazy. But it was a really amazing experience to feel like, you got to see that. So this is the Capitol building looking out to the Washington Monument and the Lincoln Memorial straight out, which is really cool. And if you keep looking, so it's the Capitol, the Washington Monument, Lincoln Memorial, and then out just a little further in a perfect line is the Iwo Jima Memorial. So when you get to the Iwo Jima Memorial, there's a little place where, as the tour guide was going around, we were able to see all three of the monuments that all lined up, so you could see everything. It was absolutely amazing. So I had such the best time. I was teary. I was everything. We were playing. We had a lot of fun. We just had a grand old time. So I'm excited about sharing with the pictures as we, and some of the story, history stuff that I learned while when we do our Hip Pics album. But one of the other things that happened was we stayed a couple of nights after the Capitol tour, we went back to the hotel and relaxed a little bit. Then we went to dinner at Union Station, and then got our tour that was $40 per person. And the tour was like 5 hours long, you guys. It was at night, in the evening. The monuments were lit up. I have the most beautiful pictures of the monuments. They let you off in 4 different spots, but you could take photos right from the bus. It was amazing. Absolutely the best $40 I spent per person. So then on Thursday we left. On Thursday we went to pick up our rental car, which was tons of fun. Okay, so the story of the rental car, which is just absolutely hilarious, is when we got the rental car, the steering wheel was way up high, and we couldn't find, usually there's a lever or something to tilt the steering wheel. We couldn't find the lever, so I felt like I was driving a bus with the steering wheel way up here, kind of driving like a bus. And then the other thing is it was a hybrid, so it got really great gas mileage. However, my car, you have to push a button in order to open the gas tank. So the two things about the car were we couldn't figure out how to move the steering wheel down to make it comfortable. So we finally figured that out with the guys at the hotel who, the baggage guy, what are they called? The bellmen were able to kind of get in the car and be like, oh, here's the little lever. And it's like hidden so well in there that you could never find it. I mean, you didn't feel it unless you knew what you were looking for. It was crazy. And so then as we got to Penn State on Friday, I stopped and asked a guy, I'm like, do you have a Ford Fusion? Because it looked like a Ford Fusion. He's like, no, it's not a Ford Fusion. I'm like, great, I'm such a girl. I'm like, I cannot get I can't find the button or whatever you need in order to pop the gas tank, the gas thing, so that you can open that door so that you can put gas in the tank. And he looked at me like I was the craziest woman ever, walked over and he said, well, it's just a push thing. You just push it and it comes out. And I'm like, really? I always felt like the biggest dork ever. However, we figured out the car. We made it back the whole bit. So in Gettysburg, I found a scrapbook store called Forevermore Scrapbooks. They're on Baltimore Street in Pennsylvania. Their website is forevermorescrapbooks.com. This guy has done some amazing, amazing things. I picked up some specific Washington, D.C. and Gettysburg stuff as we drove through Gettysburg, things like that. And then Kristen asked me the other day, she's like, so did you go to anywhere in Gettysburg? I'm like, yeah, we went to the scrapbook store and we drove by a few people, drove by a couple of things that was really cool and everything. But, we didn't really kind of do the touristy thing in Gettysburg. She's like, so what are you going to do with the paper? I said, I'm going to fake it. So we are going to make some layouts with this paper because it was really super cool. You guys know that I like to cut up my paper to spread it out so I get everything. But I promised to show this. I had a phenomenal time. The owner of the store was amazing. He does a ton of custom die cuts. So if you are looking for die cuts for anything specific, you can give that guy a call. His name is David. And he can do some custom die cuts. He'll mail anywhere in the country. It was amazing. So here's a Gettysburg. And then another Gettysburg. And these are die cuts that he does, designed himself. And then Nicole, when she decided to go to Penn State and was going to Mont Alto, she kept telling everybody that she was going to get, like, killed by the Amish mafia or that kind of stuff. So as we're driving around and everything, we get out of the big city, Washington, D.C., which I'm like, great, we're going to the country. And not that I'm not a country person, it was just kind of crazy. We start getting out there a little bit, and we end up driving the parkways and stuff, which is all lush and green and trees. It's just beautiful, but it's also very rural looking. And so we come up and we see lots of cornfields, lots of cows, that kind of stuff. And I had dread because I was like, oh, this is, there's no Walmart, there's no Target, there's, everything is so rural. How is she going to get anywhere? Well, when we finally got to the campus, it actually is about 9 miles away from Chambersburg, which in Pennsylvania is really, really close. And it has everything you could possibly imagine. It had a Staples, it had Walmart, Target, it had Dunkin' Donuts, it had restaurants, it had hotels. It was great. Absolutely a really, really great place. So that was really, really wonderful. So I picked up this Amish country thing because I'm going to do a layout about the trip and the area and all of that kind of stuff. And she no longer has to be worried about the Amish or the Amish Mafia getting her. These guys are from Jet Setters of Reminisce. They have some really nice pop-up stickers and everything from Washington, D.C. And then also from Pennsylvania as we were driving through. She found this cutest selfie sticker kit because we took a lot of selfies together and everything. So I thought that these were really great ideas for doing the stamping and things like that. So I've got a sheet of this. And these I got all at that scrapbook store in Gettysburg, Forevermore Scrapbooks, which is really cool. So these two were Washington, D.C., and they're just the words. So I figured I've got one that I can cut out for the different places and one for a background sheet. So I've got two of those. I found this sheet that I just love. She's going to be a nurse. Become a nurse. Your country needs you. I just loved this. So, and with everything in Gettysburg and in Washington, D.C. being very patriotic, I loved everything. So I got that. There was this really cute page from Scrapbook Customs, and that with some journal cards and everything for this, as well as some nice writing on the back. I picked up this cute little thing for Harrison for 6th grade. And then these are what they do, their specialty. And I absolutely fell in love with them. He does 2-page photo spreads. And this is the Gettysburg Address Memorial. Apparently, when they do the memorial kind of thing in September, October, end of September, early October, they go out to the old cemetery and they put out the flags on all of the graves, and then they do the luminaries on the back. So this is a custom photo that Forevermore Scrapbooks do. This is not available anywhere else. He actually sends these out, does all of that. It was they're amazing. The papers are thick, glossy photo kind of stuff. And, this isn't really the kind of stuff that I work with a lot. You guys don't see me use it a lot. However, I fell in love with these and that. So these were amazing, amazing, amazing. And then as you're coming into Gettysburg, there is these old-time fences. And they are just phenomenal. It was just, oh, they were so beautiful. So this was a layout as well that had the big fencing pieces and stuff on it. And so I just fell in love. So again, these are at that store, Forevermore Scrapbooks. This is their signature line. And it's just absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. So we're going to be playing with those as I get ready to do a little more, because I have a couple of ideas for some of these things. So I'd like to give a shout out again to David from Forevermore Scrapbooks. He was so nice. I was so excited to see a scrapbook store. It was so much fun. Especially my girl was like, we're going to go to the scrapbook store. I'm like, we went and hung out with Johnny Depp. I'm like, she's like, yes. And then we were at the scrapbook store for an hour. She was like, an hour for paper, Mom. An hour. And I was like, yeah. But, all right. So now to get on to the fun stuff. You guys saw the big old huge box of photos that I have. We took photos of everything. It was so much fun. But I thought I would do a cute little mini album of really the tour that we did. Just because it really had some amazing highlights, a lot of little history. And I really will probably do big scrapbook pages as well. But it was just overwhelming. There's so much. So I thought this little album would be perfect. And this is a close to my heart album. It is absolutely sturdy. Everything is nicely put together. It's got a spiral binding. It's just a really cute little album. And it's perfect for 4x6 photos. So we're going to play with that tonight. And that is item number, let me get there in my book. Item number Z1956 retails for $8.95, and it retails for $8.95, and it is it's a cute little album. I'm also going to be using the wonderful Workshop on the Go, which is G1088. You can get these things over on my website, jerryannarmstrong.ctmh.com. In this, you get 15 sheets of paper. You get 6 sheets that are pattern pieces exclusive to Close to My Heart. Here's the piece with all of the names on it for the travel. On the back has got really cute pieces. So I thought those were really neat. It's kind of a grid paper. And then this really pretty, and then you've got the subway lines, or the transportation lines, a really nice blue, and then the black that's got all the little labels and stuff. So I was really excited about that. It also comes with 9 sheets of cardstock. So Colonial White, Gypsy, Flaxen, and Crystal Blue, I'm pretty sure. Yep, Crystal Blue. So those are that. Again, you can do full page layouts with this as well. In this book, or in this collection, you get the Workshop on the Go workshop guide that again tells you how to cut your paper, all of that kind of stuff, where to place it. It also allows you to kind of see the layout, and then on the back is a second layout, and then there's other layouts as well. So if you don't have the Cricut cartridge to do all of the snazzy stuff on this layout with all these circles and things, you can actually do it with straight cuts as well. Okay? Nice kind of thing. This comes with an exclusive stamp set, which I absolutely love, which has "I want to make memories all over the world." Got the little arrows in the airplane, a notebook paper. There's this stamp as well that says, "It feels good to be lost in the right direction." A travelogue, itinerary, this way, that way. Just a really cute stamp set, so this will be fun to play with. And then these are just adorable. They are, I'm going to take them out of the package. These are the Wonderful Assortment, and these are so, so cute. They're little pieces that have little embellishments that are self-adhesive. So that is good, so we'll use those. It also comes with a washi tape, which is 15 yards Z2003 with the arrows, which is cute. This Wonderful Assortment is Z3010. I also plan on using 2 other stamp sets because I just loved the sayings. And that this is Geekish Chic Everyday Life, D1599. It's got cute little arrows. It's got the little glasses. Just some really good little tags and stuff that I just really liked. And then for back to school and everything, thought it was really cute. And then I have the World Traveler from Everyday Life, which is C1592. And it says, "Oh, the things you'll see and the places you'll go." It's got the little tour bus. We didn't ride a tour bus like this one, but we did ride one. It was really great. The camera, the suitcase, the binoculars, all of that kind of stuff. So this is a really, really cute set as well. And then we also have the stickers. These are the Wonderful Compliments X7191C. And these are a set of stickers as well that I planned on using with this. All right. The only other thing I wanted to show you, and I need to stand up and grab it, was the stamp of the month for this month is a cute little owl, more cartoony. I'm not going to use it on the project today, but I definitely wanted everybody to see it. And I wanted to show you what the stamp of the month was for next month as well. Then I needed to chat with you guys about what we were planning on doing for hostesses for next month. All right, well, my owl is hiding. The owl is really cute. This Family Forever tree is really good. It's a kind of a country-ish kind of, I don't know. But this is the stamp set this month. Cute, cute birds. These are shown at actual size. So this is how big that bird is. And that he is actually... He is actually 3 1/4, maybe 3, yeah, about 3 3/8 tall by about 2.5 wide is the biggest one. This little owl is just under 2 inches by like 2 1/4. So he's a pretty good size. I've seen some really cute things with the hats and everything. So you can get this through the 30th of this month. I think there's only 30 days in August. So that is the stamp of the month for this month. So if you guys want it, I would suggest you pick it up within the next 2 days. One of the other things that I fell in love with when we came out with the new catalog was they're the kind of reminiscent of the Smash book kind of thing that's out there right now. And this is one that I had gotten that I just really liked. I liked the colors and everything. So I'm going to do a lot of the photos from DC in this, just because it is kind of a travel theme. It's got some really nice backgrounds and stuff. I took a ton of pictures of the quotes along the memorials. There were some really amazing quotes. The other thing that I was going to do is I'm going to use the Wildwood clips, probably in my little album, which is Z2047. Good. The Wild Assortment has little envelopes and tags and stuff, but it also has a sticker sheet with little mini stickers for spelling out things. And so I thought that would work out really cute as well. See, here they are. So for the different colors and stuff, there are lots of little stickers and everything in this. This is like $4.95. It's a little embellishment pack, kind of an ephedra pack. And it's really cute, and the colors work well with this collection, which I was really surprised about. And then finally, there are these Wood Wild sticky tabs, and these are just little stickers. There are 20 stickers per piece, so there are 6 each of 20 each, and it says, "This was so funny, amazing, so sweet, incredible. This is my life, seriously." Then it's got a little date and subject, awesome, right here, right now, adventure, and this week was. And so I thought these would be perfect to use as well. They're self-adhesive, which is really great. I got it. So, yeah. Good stuff. So, I'm going to do a couple of things. I'm going to use these a little bit tonight, I think. Alright. I do have some old stuff that's retired that I may actually pull out and use, such as in one of the things we had, the keyboard craft alphabets. We'll do that. So, all right, you guys ready? All right. All right, so in our catalog, hey Tony, in our catalog, there are some layout suggestions. On page 31, there is this idea here with, this is the Geek stamp set that's being used, but you can kind of see how they've kind of put some of that together. The next one is the Traveler one, which is on page 115. Again, another nice little piece. It's also with the travel paper, which is really cute. So this covers the outside, and this is kind of putting the picture on the inside. The thing that I loved on page 145 has a nice little picture here, and I thought this would look really nice for the front of the album. And again, the additional pieces I might use are on 153, so I wanted you to know that. So I want to go ahead and kind of get started a little bit. I want to go ahead and stick my photos in some order. Actually, let's go ahead and start with the front cover. Okay. So we are going to use page 145 as our kind of reference. I do have a couple of photos that I wanted to use for that. All right. Mm. All right. Well, I want to do, let's see, the front of this album is 6.5 by, oh, let's go 5 3/8. So I'm going to go ahead and do kind of that same thing. I'm just not going to use the journaling a lot around it. So I'm thinking we're going to do 3 by 4. So I'm going to go ahead and cut my photo down. So I'm going to go ahead and cut Lincoln down to about 3 by 4. Oh. Dave, the pasta is, or the... Oop. I'm going to go ahead and bring this down. I'm going to take this down to a 2.5 by 3.5, and I am getting fingerprints all over everything, and I can see them on my thing, so it's driving me a little crazy. So I'm going to do, my background is going to be 4 by 3. And I'm going to go ahead and layer that up. The oven is beeping. You have to untake everything, put it back in for 5 minutes. I left the box up. I wasn't sure kind of what the thing was.
Just to let you know what that call was. I was looking at the Ford website, looking at the Fusion, and there was a find it for you. Let us find it for you, and it sent an email to Wendell.
Great. I own a 2015. For buying a brand new car, we're buying a brand new.
Okay.
So, and I'm sorry if he thinks a hybrid is crazy.
I don't think the hybrid is crazy.
Okay.
And it is a real car.
I don't care. I just, yeah.
Not like the C-Max or the Prius. And
all right. Are you guys still here? All right. think I'm going to use, oh, I'm sorry. I'm going to pull my zip strip off. And I think, what did I say that was? So I'm going to do 6 1/4. And then I think by 5 1/4. That gives me my base to my book there. Yeah, I know. Oh, good. Nope, that's not the one that I wanted. I think I'm going to want to stamp a little bit. Oh yeah, we're gonna follow this pretty well. I think we're gonna do this guy. We're gonna cover up these people who are in the bottom of my photo here. We're gonna get rid of that guy. I think oh. Yuck. Washington, D.C., 2014. And I think I'm going to do a little bit of how is that lasagna? Dave,
Huh?
how's the lasagna?
It's done. Just let it cool for a minute.
Okay. Alright, so here is my cover. I need to go back and buff out my fingerprints. So, yay! Alright. So let's go ahead and stick our photos in some sort of order. So I want this one. I think those are going towards the back. I love the story of Lady Freedom. This is the FDR, which is that one. We have the White House. We have our tour. This picture is really cool. It's a statue or a statue of Lincoln. And if you take and cover up half of his face when you're looking at him, you kind of get the idea he is old and tired and, you know, just really done. And when you change the other side, you cover half. So the artist made the picture so that you could do half and half and see a younger Lincoln versus an older Lincoln. Can't remember which side. I'll have to kind of look. Anyway, it was just a really cool thing. And then this is Rosa Parks. This is the place in the crypt where you can stand on 4 stake corners. So, these were the morning. This is Martin Luther King. This was the wall. This was early in the tour and the wall. Okay. So I think we're going to go ahead and start with my mall picture because I just really love that one. I might grab a capital picture. A capital picture. Zoo pictures. Let's see. Not that you guys really want a history lesson, but I learned some of the coolest things. Okay. So, this is the Capitol. On one side is the Senate, on the other side is the House. And in the middle is kind of the judicial building. The judicial kind of things is how it started out. So, looking out this right here is the balcony that the president stands on. So it's right here. So that's where this picture, so if this is how you're standing here and you're looking out, so this is what you see when you're standing there looking out, which is so cool. So I think we're going to do the Capitol first, and then I'm going to share with you the statue, the story of the statue of Lady Freedom, who is on the top of the Capitol building. So, these openings are 3 3/4 by 3 3/4, so you can slip a 3 3/4 by 3 3/4 photo in. You can slip your photos all the way down in, because a 4x6 photo will fit in here. So that's what I'm going to do, is I'm going to slip this photo in. I'm going to go all the way down. So we're going to want, I'm thinking this one is too, because you can't see the thing, so I think we might end up using this one. So what I want to do is we're going to go ahead and cut some bases. So I'm going to grab some of my flaxen, because it came with 3 pieces in this kit of the flaxen, and that'll allow us to do front and back. Four 4 1/4 by 6. So we're going to do 4 1/4 by 6, so that's going to give us 2, and we need 8 of those. We got a front and a back, so there's 4. There is 6. And here is 8. Alright, and we're going to stick these back in our little piece over here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and slide all of these in here. And then we'll trace around lightly with a pencil. Where the square is. so we know where our photo needs to go, or any of the embellishing, or any of the things that we choose to do. And then we'll pull those out and do them on each side. This would make a great baby book for those who are, you know, for ultrasound photos and stuff, as a brag book. I'm gonna have to turn my fan on, guys. I am like getting hot with this floodlight. Alright, so are you guys all still there, or did I lose you? Alright guys, if you haven't watched the Big Brother thing this week, speak up, because I want to ask Martha a question. Just thinking some days I could be boring. Okay, so I was glad that Zach left because he was like such a dork. But I think they should have protected Nicole at least 1 week to let her back in, because I have a feeling she's going back right out. And I think that's crappy. I really want one of these too. Alright, so this picture, I learned a couple of things. So the first picture is the Capitol building, and when the Senate and the House are in, there's one flag on this photo right now, which is right in the center here. And when the Congress and House are both in, they fly one on each end to determine which parts of Congress are in. And so that was really cool. The statue at the top, I have a really good picture of her. This is a replica from Emancipation Hall. Cute, cute, cute kind of thing. And the cool thing about it is that she faces the east. So on the top, her statue is geared towards the east. And the idea, she has arrows in one hand and olive branches in the other for peace and war and peace. Symbols of war and peace. She is 19 feet tall, which was one of the things I learned. She's facing on the east. She's facing the east, so that the sun will never set on freedom. underneath her, where she sits, I do. Underneath her is a set of 13 colonies representing the 13 colonies, made out of, and the dome itself is made out of 9 tons of cast iron. So that was really cool. And again, down here on this balcony is where the president takes office. So I thought that was really, really super cool. Oh, so now I wanted to look at oh, wouldn't that be nice of them to finally like grow some cojones? All right. I'm gonna grab my stamp set here. And on page 115, there is a cute little I like the little luggage thing. Oh, the things that you'll see. I think we're going to replicate where it says London on the side on page 115. But I'm going to do capital up the side. But I'm going to do that little looky thing here. I'm going to grab a block. These are all brand new stamps, so they need to be seasoned. So crystal blue is the color that's in this. New stamp pad, hard to get open. But you pop the sides, you don't use the button. The button is non-existent. Even though it looks like a button, it's not really a button. And I want some scratch paper. All right. All right, where's my squishy for this pad? Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and do my suitcase down here in the corner. Not the button. Alright, so there's our little suitcase. And I'm going to grab our black. And I prefer the VersaFine. Oh, yay! Alright. Who stole my baby wipes? Not good. I'm going to grab some of my letter stickers. And I have these ones that are out of print by Basic Gray that I absolutely love. However, they are retired. But I'm going to use what's in my stash. And I'm going to have to ink some, I'm going to have to ink up some A's. Just see. There's one. Ah. Right. So now we have the A. That's kind of what it was with American Idol with Cammie Bradley. CAPIT. A and an L. And then we have all right, so here's our capital page. I want to do this page here. Well, actually, I want to do Lady Freedom next. Let's see. This is Lady Freedom. Ooh. Let's put her name in here first and see what we've got. Alright. I don't know. Zach was crazy. I don't know. Lady. So we've got Lady Freedom. I'm going to go ahead and stick photos in just so that I can go back and embellish everything together. I really am liking the way that the letters kind of go. Got the capital on this one, Lady Freedom. I'm going to write the mall on this one. Yep. They were leftover letters that I just changed the color. So I normally buy white or black, and I change the color with the inks. Same with flowers. I buy white flowers, and I change them with ink colors or markers or sprays. That way they match with the inks that I have or whatever paper I'm using. So yeah. You don't really notice a big difference with them. I need to color some more letters. I love that he's kind of stirring the pot though right at the moment. Alright, so we now have Lady Freedom, and then we have them all. Alright. We're going to do Miss Rosa Parks here. This is in the Hall of Statues. I think he's just too big. Maybe we'll do this one. so next week we're going to do cards using the Chalk It Up collection. There will be something coming out, Linda, and I'm not really sure just yet. I have been so focused on getting my kid to college that I haven't really kind of watched anything. But there will be a supplement coming out, and I just have to... I haven't heard anything about it, but then again, I haven't been paying really close attention to anything right at the moment. But I will find that out. We just had, their catalog came out a month before ours did, so I would say soon would be our first supplement, and that I'm going to do back to school and then Halloween, or fall, one of the two. Hi, Sophie. So we've got Rosa Parks and then a Lincoln. I'm going to leave that for a minute. This was a really great idea as well. 4 states all at once. In the crypt. This is where they wanted to bury President Washington. And George Washington, and Martha said, no way. She wanted to be buried on Virginia soil, and since she outlived her husband, she told him where they were putting him. So I'm going to do 4 states. Okay. Really? The tour guide at the Capitol that we had after we finished our private tour spoke 59 different languages. It was amazing. It was absolutely... There was this little gentleman who had been doing it for 15 years. He knew 59 different languages. It was amazing. We were the only Americans in our group. Everybody else was from somewhere else. Nicole got bonus points in history because she was able to answer the questions he asked. It was awesome. So we got 4 states. Oh, maybe I should have put... What other interesting thing do I have? I should actually have put 4 states here. Let's do that. Let's flip this puppy over. That way I've got 2 Lincolns together. Oh, wow. A guy, yeah. Just some guy. Or the handyman. We got Lincoln. And then we got Lincoln. The other thing that was really cool about Lincoln and the Lincoln Memorial is, if you are looking at this, he had a son who was deaf. And he is signing AJ in his hands. A and J. Or J or something. Anyway, J. So he's signing. So the sculptor actually has this the sign language for his son in the statue. Thought that was really cool. Did you guys all know that Lincoln had a deaf son? So we've got the Capitol, we have Lady Freedom, the Mall, we have Rosa Parks, we have 4 states. Good! And then we have President Lincoln. And then this would be, this is the Jefferson Memorial. Let me see where his picture is. Yep. It was really cool. The tour guide that we had was absolutely amazing. Good night. Alright, I need to find my picture of Jefferson. Ah. Here's a little piece of trivia for you, just since we finished. At the Lincoln Memorial, how many steps are at the Lincoln Memorial and why? How many steps? And don't Google it, because that's cheating. How many steps are on the Lincoln Memorial and why? Alright, anybody guess? Good guesses, come on. There's no escalator. There's a ramp. Alright, whoever wants to Google it. The answer is There are 58 steps in the Lincoln Memorial. The reason there are 58 is for the age Lincoln was when he was assassinated, which was 56. That's what I guessed, Jan. That's what I guessed. He was 56 when he was assassinated, and there is one step for each of the terms of office. So he was 56 when he was assassinated, and he served 2 terms in office. But I guessed the number of states at the time. You're welcome. I had such a great time on this trip. I really, really did. I really loved it. And I feel like I learned a ton. I'm ready to take Harrison. Wow, we're down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 photos, guys. Here's FDR and his dog. And then the quote that is, "They who seek." So then we're going to do and then we have Martin Luther King for our last 2. I am cutting them down. This is a 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. So I'm cutting them down 3.5 by 3.5, just to give them a little bit of a border. And then I'm going to go back and finish with the names, and then add some of the things. Like there's this compass point that says, "It feels good to be lost in the right direction." And I thought that would be really, really great here. So I'm going to do some stamping and cutting and stuff, but I wanted to get the pictures in first. So this is the Teddy Roosevelt that's coming next. So that was Jefferson. I just thought it was cute. He had a cute little dog. And this quote says, "They who seek to establish systems of government based on the regimentation of all human beings by a handful of individual rulers call this a new order. It is not new, and it is not order." And another one of his quotes says, "The test of our progress is not whether we add more to the abundance of those who have much. It is whether we provide enough for those who have too little." Harrison did like his lion. And it is a lion. It's kind of interesting. Oh, I'm not going to get that in there. I'm going to have to take those guys out. So I've got the FDR Memorial. Then I'm going to do the Martin Luther King Memorial. And then this is probably one of my favorite quotes of Martin Luther King. The ultimate measure of a man is not where he stands in moments of comfort and convenience, but where he stands at times of challenge and controversy. However, I'm thinking it's not going to fit. Let me see. I'm good. Who knows? You guys are so funny. Then the last photo is Nicole hiding underneath the president's desk. I have pictures of me and the Kennedys, which was fun. Alright, so these photos we decided not to use. Now I'm going to go back and put the words in. The mall, the 4 states. Sticky stuff, sticky remover. Oh no, we'll stick something over the top of it. Oh, be nice. I have other really cute posters too. Need to make sure I'm spelling things right. Lin. C. O-L-N. C. O. O. N. Okay. M. E-M. O. R. I. A. L. All right. So we've got Lincoln Memorial. So I don't think I can get it all in there. Maybe. Yay! Alright, I did get it in there. So that leaves me some room for some stamping and some different things. So Lincoln Memorial. Jefferson Memorial. I'm just like ruining my pictures. I scratched those. This is the Jefferson Memorial. Jefferson. Yeah. But you can do it, you can do it. Jefferson Memorial. It is, but it's working. There we got the Jefferson Memorial. I'm going to do FDR Memorial here. Really? Fs were popular. I apparently used a lot of them in something. MEMOR, let's do all right. All right. And we have the F. I did all that work for an F and didn't even get the Fs. Except for these are like weird. I would, but the M's are weird. I'll just color them in. I got some more. And then I think I'm going to do something fun over here. And then we have the MLK Memorial. Ugh. Uh-oh. We're going to have to doctor one of those, I'm sure. Yep, we're going to have to use an M because I put the Martin Luther King Memorial. Alright. All right. I missed 2 pages. Oh, and I went back through. Oh, you guys, that's not nice. Everything's in order. Oh, but I forgot the White House. It's not in here. Well, we can do the White House. Really? And I guess we don't have the Washington Monument in here either. We could probably do that. Ugh. That was not nice. Oh, I could put the Obamas in there, though. Let's see. White House and the Obamas. Although the minivan was really a cute photo. Alright. We can do the White House. Ugh. We still have to do the White House. Of course. What are you into back there, Periwinkle? Yes. Oh, you. I have to write this one down because really. Oh, and I'm out of M's. Voila. You missed the fact that I forgot I missed 2 pages. So we have the Capitol, the Obamas, the White House, Lady Freedom, the Mall, Rosa Parks, the 4 states, Lincoln Memorial, Jefferson Memorial, FDR Memorial, Martin Luther King Memorial, and the fun picture at the end. Alright, so let's pull some stickers out, and let's gussy up these things. Yep, you're on my bag. Thanks. Okay. Yeah, still. Yeah, that takes away from the picture. Okay, so we've got the nation's capital. Got a sticker that says Pennsylvania Avenue. That works well for me. Lady Freedom. The Mall. Rosa Parks. Oh, this is the one that I wanted to stamp on. We're going to wait on that. I'm going to do the stamp there. Hi, Annie.
Hi.
We'll need something here. Martin Luther King. So we might want to move just a touch so that that'll open and close. What two buildings, here's a pop quiz. What two buildings in the nation's capital do not have back doors? What two federal buildings do not have back doors? Come on, guys. Any guesses? Nope. It's only 8:30, Martha. Come on, guys. Give me guesses. Good night, Tony. The White House. Oh. And your answer then? The White House has no back doors, but it has 4 front lawns. And that, as well as the Capitol building has no back door either. So the reason behind that, according to the tour guide, was that it eliminated everybody from wanting to get into the back door and not be seen. So everybody had to come through the front entrance. And it provided, there was no escapes. Everything had to be a front door. So the Capitol has no back doors. And it's a hospitality thing with the White House. They don't have side doors. Every door in the White House, they have 4 front lawns of the White House. I thought that was very interesting. Alright guys, it is 8:35. I have my little mini book pretty much done. I think I want to stamp like this guy and a couple other little things. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to just kind of call it a night. Next week we're doing cards using the probably a new cutting guide as well, and the Chalk It Up collection. This is the cute little book that I will take some photos as soon as I buff out the photographs, because they've got, yeah, that was the coolest part. And I really enjoyed making this tonight and sharing the little tidbits of information. I have lots of other little stuff that's coming up, and that, okay. I have some more Lady Freedom questions too, because she had there was lots of really, really good, there was lots of little trivia things that were awesome. The National Mall, Rosa Parks, 4 states, and I really want to put that, this thing here. Lincoln. Yay! The Lincoln Memorial. The Jefferson Memorial. This gives me room to write, too. The little things that we learned. The FDR Memorial. And the quote. The Martin Luther King Memorial. And Nicole with the quote. And then our fun last page. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the class tonight. The book was really fast, simple. It'll be cute for a baby book. Something fun. A memory of our trip. I really enjoyed it. So I'm going to do a few other little embellishments and things on it. And then next week, we'll do cards, back to school theme. We'll have 8-page layout at the end of the month. Probably a little mini or something in the middle. And the whole bit. So thank you all so much for joining me tonight. You can purchase all of the items that you saw, with the exception of things that were from my stash, like Jolie's and stuff. But the paper and most of the embellishments came from my Close to My Heart website. And I look forward to seeing you all next week. Thanks for joining me.